run up and up this magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Jets and the Denver Broncos. That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line.
Here we go, son. Mike 9. Here we go, here we go. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Tight dog, tight dog.
On second down, it's Bell. He's got a first down and more past the 30. And finally brought down at the 43. A big pickup of 38.
It's funny, partner. Le'Veon Bell, when he came out of Michigan State, when I go back and look at my analysis of him and what my grades were for him, thought he was a big-time player, great potential, but I didn't know we were going to get this player. I was used to a big, solid, thick running back. But now, I've got a full package, a guy who can do everything, as we just saw there, including breaking tackles.
But at the time, second-round pick in 2013, some people probably wishing they'd taken him in the first. First carry for Trenton Cannon. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it, because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Oh, you got deep? Shoot, shoot, shoot! And 80. Mike, check.
They'll run it with Bell. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there. The line to gain is the 33 on third down.
Mike's 59.
Darnold from the gun. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And he's got some space here. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9. A very good gain on first down, 9 yards on the dump-off. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. A first carry for Leonard Fournette, and he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. You know they'd love nothing more than to get a 3-and-out here after having the interception.
And it also tells you a little bit about how they feel about their leader, right? Their quarterback throws an interception in the previous series. They're trying to help him out here with a big stand.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
Hey, lock it.
Now Leonard Fournette. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
90, Wolf. Yeah, baby.
Locked now on 3rd and goal. And that's caught by Landry for a Denver touchdown. Jarvis Landry, his 4th touchdown on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football.
There's never a good place on the field to fumble the ball. Let's just call it as it is.
But definitely not in your own red zone.
In your own red zone, it's heightened, isn't it? Because you're almost automatically giving up a score and the momentum, and everything just changes for your team.
Yeah, so the kickoff fumble, now great field position. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change at quarterback, running back, tight end. Does it?
A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick, and they will set up shop with outstanding field position in the red zone at the 17-yard line. After the turnover, here's Locke. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. The intended target was Calvin Ridley, and now it's 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
I'm coming after you.
Throwing his Lock on 3rd down. This one caught by Ridley. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the 1st, right around the 15. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense, because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
You ain't going nowhere.
16-yard line.
Go, go, go. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Twist, twist. Check through.
This is Bell. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down.
That's trash. That's trash.
Darnold. And that is incomplete. It was Bryce Callahan jarring the ball free defensively. On 4th down, here's Lachlan Edwards to punt it. Back deep, Jarvis Landry. Yeah, this is away, and I don't think Landry will get a chance to return here. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
First and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10. Here's Locke to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Incomplete. He was covered by Jamal Adams.
On the ready.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
It's our field. It's our field.
Now the first carry for Bryce Love. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
He's going to air one out. Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. Picked off by Jamal Adams.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Bell. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
35-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Big stop. Let's go.
Bell. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
And he's got a noon one. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A Jet 1st down, 18 big yards that time.
All All right, let's just go ahead and walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees your numbers and set yourself up for the pass.
A well-executed curl route by Charles Davis. On 1st and 10, Darnold nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jerome Baker able to record his 5th sack of the season.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Le'Veon Bell. His 9th touchdown of the season as they are now on the board here in the first half. Parkey with the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Let's go. Ready? Check 8, read. Mike 57. Watch the run, watch the run. Greystone, travel. Check 3, check 3. Get it.
They go play action here on 1st down. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Noah Fant, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos push further out in front. And oh, it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
They'll start out on the ground with Bell, and he'll be taken down at the 18. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me.
On the counter, here's Bell. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
And it brings up 3rd down.
The Jets on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Here's Darnold. He finds his target. It's Crowder. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a 1st.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Man out, man out, man out, man out.
Now Bell. Javon Hargrave there on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
It's been a long day for you.
They run the counter. Bell. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. After the penalty, it's Bell. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. It's Kareem Jackson making the play defensively.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me. You
To throw is Darnold. His throw incomplete. He was looking for Jamison Crowder there. But now it'll be 3rd down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. A shotgun snap for Darnold. Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. Tack McKinley in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes.
ready.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And a loose football. And the Jets have recovered. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Watch twist. Watch twist. Kill, 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 kill. Big edge, big edge, big edge. Red 80. He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up. Red 80. 9, check 9. He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Crash, crash. Tricon, 132 fighter. No,
They'll give this to Bell running right. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
Yeah, and that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed a big hit for a loss. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
36, 36. Slam, slam, slam. Shift, shift.
Now a handoff, running left is Bell. And he's got room. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
59's Mike. Check, 59. Watch the curl, watch the curls. Jumper. Hey, ready? 22 jet bomber.
They'll run on first down with Cannon. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Let's go, baby!
On 2nd and 9, Darnold. This one caught by Crowder. 12 yards there and a first down.
Let's go, boys, bring it up!
First and goal, Jets.
Here we go, son. 59. Mike's 59. Tackles.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
When you get your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
It's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play.
59's Mike. Check. 59. Hey, wahoo! Check.
On 2nd and goal, Darnold. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Braxton Berrios, as the first half is winding down, as they're now just an extra point away from getting back within one score. They come out here in the eye. They've gotten it to the 1. Can they get that final yard here on 3rd and goal? They'll try and run it in with Bell. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Le'Veon Bell. As the first half is winding down, as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. Parkey adds the extra point, and that will shave one more off this lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big...
It's caught inside the 25. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. He hit his first, this one from 38. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. He hit his first, this one from 38. And McManus able to put it through. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Fournette running out of the gun. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
From the 44, Locke. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. He sets to fire deep and unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay, because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
At their own 20-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here at half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. 4 down. 4 down.
Here's Darnold. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Leonard Floyd in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack. 3rd and long, it's Darnold. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Credit the sack to Fred Warner. Charles, not to point fingers, but how much of this goes on the shoulders of the offensive line? Or look at the 6 sacks last week. That's the 4th in this game.
Definitely the bulk of it does go on the offensive line. That's what they're tasked with doing, keeping their quarterback upright and clean in the pocket. But I think they have to look at, okay, are we bringing in extra people? Is the ball out of the quarterback's hands quick enough? There are a few other factors that they have to look at to try and help out, but you're exactly right. It starts with the O-line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Let's go. 70, India. Bring it. Bring it.
Again, it's Fournette. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Now as we look down, it appears we've got a Jet shaking up on the play. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back.
Got it. Set up. 18, Gator. Pick your game up.
On third down, block. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. For whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. 2nd and 9 now from the 21.
You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me.
Darnold now to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Mike, 55. Right there in the middle, 55.
Back to throw, Darnold. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. He's picked off at his own 46. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Ready, ready. Mike, 57 to Mike. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen, watch the screen.
Trying to get the run game going. This is Fournette. And he's able to get this one down to about the 40. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Pick it up, pick it up. Pick it up.
They'll run it again with Fournette. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
Go now. 10-2 stop. 54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check it out.
They'll try and run forward with Fournette. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. It's a 1st down following a gain of 3.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Fournette, a 1st down carry. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. The safety Marcus May in there on the coverage. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Man, I got you.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Welcome back now to Denver. It's Jet football, but they trail here as we start the fourth quarter. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. They'll run again with Cannon. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 7 yards there and a first down.
Now, that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Cannon. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
If you're the coaching staff upstairs, you might want to file that play away. Do you see how fast the safety closed on that one? Coming up in run support, made a big-time tackle. Might want to try and check into a pass next time.
Yeah, got him for a loss. Really, really great play defensively.
Watch the shift. Watch the shift. Hey, watch the shift. Watch the shift.
On 2nd down now, it's Bell. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 8.
Coming, baby. I'm coming, baby. Woo! Mike 5. Mike 5.
Now it's Darnold. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. John Johnson with the INT. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. On the run, it's Fournette. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
A 58-yard attempt.
And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Now, this was still going to be a one-score game either way, but still, that's a potentially harmful miss here in the 4th.
It certainly is, because if you consider that now if they give up a touchdown, they give up the lead. So he might be getting the side eye by the defenders coming out on the field now as he goes back to the bench after that miss.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted But it winds up falling incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Mike, check.
A give to Bell. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Jet first down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Darnold throwing complete to Crowder. He'll be hit down at the 33. 5 yards on the play. 5 yards on the catch there brings up 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it. And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Under crunch. Watch out. Check 24, check 24. Check.
They'll try and run for it with Bell. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And down by 5, they've got to go for it here on 4th down.
Here we go, young lady. Mike 5. All day, baby. All day. Mike 5. Oh, yeah. And here we go again. Shift.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Check.
They'll run it with Bell. And eventually taken down, but how about that athletic spin move we saw? Gives them the first down yardage. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down.
First down, New York.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Alpha. Watch the run. Mike's 59.
Back to throw. On the catch, it's Crowder. 18 yards that time to push him up 1st and goal. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal.
49, check 49, check 80,
Now Bell. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 9-yard line.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
Come on, D. Check. Whip. And 80. Check 37. Check 3.
They'll try again with Bell. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal?
Here we go. I got wide.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
How crucial will those 5 yards be? We'll see as they come up again here, 3rd and goal. One last throw now for Darnold. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over. Well, Charles, exciting to the very end. That's what we just saw in this game. Final play there, had it in the red zone, but anytime you're outside of the 10, that's tough trying to draw up a final play to get in, and they couldn't do it.
It certainly is. So what they were looking for was, extra time. Too bad it's not FIFA soccer, right, where you get a little bit of extra and you get a chance to run a couple more plays and maybe get closer and take that last shot into the end zone.
So for Denver, the win moves them to 8-7 now on the year. And they'll get another home date next week as the Raiders will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they hit double digits in losses as they fall to 5-10.